At 2:11 a.m., the emergency dispatch center in Willow County picked up a call that would later be described as the most unsettling 911 recording in regional history. But in the moment, dispatch officer Leah Martin heard only silence, broken by faint, uneven breathing. 911, what's your emergency? Leah repeated, her voice steady despite the late hour. The breathing trembled. Then a whisper, barely audible. He's still here. Leah sat forward. Ma'am, I need you to repeat that. Who is still there? A long pause followed. A wooden creak, somewhere close to the phone. Then the whisper again. My killer. He's inside the house. Before Leah could respond, the line went dead. It took 14 seconds for the dread to fully sink in. And only after running the number did she realize the call came from the home of 32-year-old Claire Alden. A woman reported missing earlier that same day. Officer Daniel Hayes arrived at Claire's property at 2:29 a.m. The house sat at the end of a long gravel road, swallowed by pines that leaned over the driveway like silent onlookers. As his flashlight swept across the porch, he noticed scratches along the wooden doorframe. He knocked. Claire? Willow County Police. Silence. He stepped inside. The air smelled faintly of lavender and something metallic. His radio crackled. Hayes, be advised. Caller said the suspect may still be inside. Hayes swallowed hard. Copy that. Entering now. Dialogue. Hayes, whispering to himself. Where the hell are you, Claire? Radio. Backup is 8 minutes out. Hayes, copy. 8 minutes. Let's hope she has that long. Earlier that day, Claire had been reported missing by her coworker, Julia Merrick, after failing to appear for a morning training session. Julia later told investigators, Claire wasn't the type to disappear. She was responsible, predictable, too predictable. Claire's life was quiet. A second-grade teacher, engaged to software engineer Brian Dalton, known for her kindness and meticulous routines. But Julia had mentioned something else. Claire had been paranoid lately. She said someone was watching her at night. No one had taken her seriously, not even Brian. Julia. She told me she heard footsteps outside her bedroom window, and she lived alone. Detective Marlowe? Did she say who she thought it was? Julia. No, she just said, someone who shouldn't know where I live. Inside Claire's home, Hayes found the first sign something was wrong. A kitchen chair knocked over, its wooden legs splintered. The second sign was worse. Blood smeared faintly along the edge of the hallway wall. Dear God! He followed the trail to Claire's bedroom. There, the sheets were torn. A lamp lay shattered across the floor, and on the bedside table was a sticky note that read, Don't scream. Hayes felt a chill run up his spine. Hayes, into radio dispatch. I have confirmed signs of a violent struggle. Possible abduction. Advise backup to expedite. Radio, copy. Officers inbound. Hayes, there's more, look staged. At 2:41 a.m., dispatch received another call from Claire's number, but this time no whisper, only a muffled cry, a thud, then what sounded like scraping against the floor. Leah's voice shook. Claire? Claire? Can you hear me? A faint, trembling voice answered. He won't leave, he won't leave. Who is inside with you? The phone dropped. Footsteps thundered. A gasp. A sharp, choking sound. Then silence. Leah. Claire, do not hang up. Talk to me. What is happening? Claire. Faint, please hurry. Unknown male voice. Distant, incoherent sound. Metallic dragging. Backup arrived at 2:49 a.m. Hayes led Officers Brennan and Cruz to the basement door. The door was locked from the outside. They exchanged glances. Cruz broke it open with a single forceful kick. The basement was pitch black except for a single lantern in the center. A mattress lay on the floor, a length of rope, and in the corner a camera still recording. The screen showed footage of Claire tied up, crying. But the worst part was the timestamp. Live, 2:47 a.m., just 2 minutes before they arrived. Brennan, He was just here. Hayes, where the hell did he go? Cruz, shaking, he's hunting her. This is a game. Detective Marlowe pieced the timeline together. Claire's neighbor had previously reported seeing a man lurking near her window several nights earlier. Scruffy beard, heavy jacket, tall. At the time, police assumed it was a hiker from the nearby trails. But Marlowe dug deeper. The man matched the description of Ethan Crowley, a former resident known for stalking charges in 2 counties. He had once delivered packages on Claire's street, and Claire had filed a complaint about him staring at her through her fence. It had never been processed. Marlowe, he's been watching her for weeks. Julia. And no one believed her. Marlowe, we believe her now. At 3:08 a.m., an officer scanning the woods behind Claire's house spotted movement. They followed a trail deeper into the forest. Broken branches, footprints, and droplets of blood leading downhill. Hayes raised his flashlight. Stop! Police! A figure dashed behind a tree. They chased him through the thick brush until Brennan tackled him. Ethan Crowley, sweating, pants muddy, eyes wide but wrong. But no Claire. Hayes grabbed him by the collar. Where is she? Ethan laughed. A low, hollow sound. She called you too late. Hayes, tell us where she is. Ethan, she's been with me. All night. Cruz, if we don't find her in 10 minutes, she won't make it. Under pressure, Ethan finally spoke. She's in the crawl space. Under her living room. She wanted to warn you. Officers raced back to the house. They tore open the crawl space panel. Inside, Claire lay bound, bruised, and barely breathing, but alive. Hayes carried her out as medics rushed in. Her pulse was faint but steady. She whispered, I tried to call. Hayes squeezed her hand. You did, and we heard you. Claire, weak. I didn't want to die alone. Hayes, you're not alone. Not anymore. Claire spent 3 weeks in the hospital recovering from shock, dehydration, and multiple injuries. Her story spread across the region, sparking debates about unprocessed stalking complaints and insufficient early intervention. Ethan Crowley was charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, unlawful confinement, and 14 additional counts. But the haunting part remained the 911 call. Experts say Claire's whisper, "My killer is inside," wasn't a prophecy. It was a fact. He had been inside her house for 3 hours, moving silently, waiting for the right moment. And if Claire hadn't called when she did, she wouldn't have survived.